With a global population of 7.8 billion people, it's not your fault if you didn't realize that some of these celebrities have passed away. I'm gonna say rest in peace right now for everyone I'm about to mention on this list, but hopefully I'll be able to highlight the impact that these celebrities had on society before their passing. It's unfortunate that not too many people realize these celebrities had passed away, but regardless, we're going to count down the ones that we lost in 2020. Welcome to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers, and before we kick this video off, let us know down below which celebrity death has shocked you the most and tell us why. Also, if you don't want to miss another daily video from us, make sure you tap that subscribe button to join our notification squad. Now, with any further delay, let's get right into today's list of the top 10 celebrities who you didn't realize passed away in 2020. In at number 10, Rocky Johnson. Not only was he the father of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but Rocky had built a successful career in the world of entertainment in his own right. The 75-year-old Canadian professional wrestler had shattered racial barriers in his career and knocked down plenty of legendary opponents along the way. On his way to becoming the first black champion in places like Georgia and Texas, he often had to work with wrestlers who were racist. Even when promoters wanted him to adjust his character to be more black, Rocky refused and said that regardless of his gimmick, his athleticism came first. Johnson was even inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2008 for his legendary career. Towards the end of his life, Rocky had been battling with a bad cold as well as a blood clot in his left leg. Although on January 15, 2020, that blood clot had broken free, traveled up his body, and went right to his lung. Due to that happening, he passed very quickly from a massive heart attack. In at number 9, Kirk Douglas. In the golden age of Hollywood, Kirk Douglas was one of their biggest and brightest stars. With more than 92 acting credits, including some 75 movies, 7 of which co-starred his friend Burt Lancaster, Douglas became a superstar even before the term was coined. His very first Academy Award nomination came in 1950 for his role in the film Champion. In 1991, he was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Film Institute and became a Kennedy Center honoree in 1994. Fast forward to 1996, and Kirk was being awarded an honorary Oscar for 50 years as a creative and moral force in the film community. He had an incredible career as an actor and lived to be 103. Surprisingly enough, he had been in good health until suffering a stroke in 1996, which ultimately began to deplete his health until he passed from old age on February 5th, 2020. In at number 8, James Lipton. Known by many as the longtime host of Inside the Actors Studio, James Lipton passed away at the age of 93 on March 2nd, 2020. From 1994 until his retirement in 2018, James Lipton had interviewed over 300 actors about their careers, training, and overall their life as an entertainer. He was well known as being an interviewer that did extensive research on each of his guests, which made the show 10 times better than most actor interviews. He would keep a detailed collection of index cards ready to go and always spoke in a professional yet curious manner. In 2013, he won the Primetime Creative Arts Emmy Award for Outstanding Hosted Nonfiction Series or Special, and in 2016 he was awarded the Critics' Choice Television Award for Best Reality Show Host. In at number 7, Kenny Rogers. Unless you're a fan of country music, you may have missed the passing of this legendary performer. At age 81, Kenny Rogers died from natural causes at his home in Sandy Springs, Georgia on March 20th, 2020. In 2012, Rogers published the autobiography Luck or Something Like It, and he received recognition for his substantial music contributions in 2013 when he was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. At the CMA Awards held that November, he also received the Willie Nelson Lifetime Achievement Award. There's no question that his music left a massive impact on the country music genre, but in April of 2018, a series of health challenges began to slow down his touring schedules. In one of his final statements to the press, Kenny said, "I've thoroughly enjoyed this opportunity to say farewell to the fans over the course of the past 2 years on the Gambler's Last Deal tour. I could never properly thank them for the encouragement and support that they've given me throughout my career and the happiness I've experienced as a result of that." In at number 6, Carl Reiner. On June 29, 2020, we lost an absolute comedy legend in the world of entertainment. Carl Reiner passed from natural causes at his home in Beverly Hills, California at age 98. The following day, his son Rob Reiner tweeted, "Last night my dad passed away. As I write this, my heart is hurting. He was my guiding light." Carl's career spanned over live TV, Broadway, big Hollywood films, recording albums, as well as a variety of guest performances. He's even responsible for creating the Dick Van Dyke Show, which was one of the greatest situational comedies in history and actually based on his life as a comedy writer. The best person that could probably speak to his character was Dick Van Dyke himself. And when Reiner passed, he tweeted out, "My idol Carl Reiner wrote about the human comedy. He had a deeper understanding of the human condition than I think even he was aware of. Kind, gentle, compassionate, empathetic, and wise. His scripts were never just funny, they always had something to say about us." In at number 5, Irfan Khan. This one was quite devastating to say the least because of how young he was at the time. Irfan was only 53 years old when he passed away from a colon infection, and in 2018 2018, the actor revealed that he had been diagnosed with a neuroendocrine tumor, which kind of affects the way that the cells release hormones into the bloodstream. And he was not only one of India's most talented actors, he had made a massive career for himself in America as well. Wes Anderson adored his talent so much that he specifically wrote him a part in a movie just to work with the actor. Although, to many, he was the biggest talent in Bollywood and was known for his nuanced and understated performances. In 2013, he won India's National Film Award for his leading role in Pan Singh Tomar, a biopic about a top athlete who becomes a bandit. Some of his other Bollywood hits included Lunchbox and Hindi Medium, and his latest film, Angrenzi Medium, was released just last month. In number 4, Jerry Stiller. Jerry Stiller, the father of Ben Stiller, was another tragic loss to the comedy community. Jerry unfortunately passed away from natural causes in his home on the Upper West Side of Manhattan on May 11, 2020 at the age of 92. Ben made the announcement via Twitter saying, "I'm sad to say that my father, Jerry Stiller, passed away from natural causes. He was a great dad and grandfather and the most dedicated husband to Anne for about 62 years. He will be greatly missed. Love you, Dad." His portrayal of Frank Costanzo on Seinfeld from 1993 to 1998 brought him widespread critical and popular acclaim. He would then go on to be nominated for an Emmy for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Appearance in a TV series. Although Jerry was so much more than just Seinfeld, he had a successful film career as well, and even won a Screen Actors Guild Award for his role in the movie Hairspray. Although I'll never forget his famous lines from Seinfeld, with of course the best being "Serenity now! Serenity now!" In number 3, Fred Willard. Fred Willard, the Emmy Award nominated comedic actor, was best known for his scene-stealing roles in Christopher Guest's improvised ensemble film comedies like Best in Show and Waiting for Guffman. He would also make great appearances on sitcoms such as Modern Family and Everybody Loves Raymond. Unfortunately, Fred died on May 15th at age 86 at his home in Los Angeles due to cardiac arrest, which was first confirmed by his agent. Mr. Willard's characters were a bit more nuanced in his later television roles, and as Fred got older, his characters became a bit more nuanced in his later television roles. He was Brad Garrett's religious nut father-in-law in several episodes of Everybody Loves Raymond, which brought him Emmy Award nominations 3 years in a row. Over the 11 seasons of the show Modern Family, he played Ty Burrell's father, which then led to a 4th Emmy nomination in 2010. However, in the final season of the show that ended last month, they wrote that his character died of old age. In at number 2, Kelly Preston. On July 12, 2020, Kelly Preston died at the age of 57, 2 years after she had been diagnosed with breast cancer. Her diagnosis had largely been kept quiet and was not widely publicized, although her death was just announced in an Instagram post by her husband, John Travolta. John captioned a photo of her and said, "It is with a very heavy heart that I inform you that my beautiful wife Kelly has lost her 2-year battle with breast cancer. She fought a courageous fight with the love and support of so many. My family and I will forever be grateful to her doctors and nurses at MD Anderson Cancer Center, all the medical centers that have helped, as well as her many friends and loved ones who have been by her side. Kelly's love and life will always be remembered. I will be taking some time to be there for my children who have lost their mother. So forgive me in advance if you don't hear from us for a while. But please know that I will feel your outpouring of love in the weeks and months ahead as we heal. All my love, JT." Preston is best known for her roles in Jerry Maguire and What a Girl Wants, and Preston and Travolta have even collaborated together in 2 films, one called Battlefield Earth and her last released movie before her death called Gotti. She will also appear in Off the Rails, which is yet to be released. Last but certainly not least, on our number 1 spot, Little Richard. Little Richard had a career that was unparalleled. His list of awards ranged from 1956 all the way until 2019. But on May 9th, 2020, he died at the age of 87 at his home in Tennessee from a cause related to bone cancer after battling with a 2-month illness. His brother, sister, and son were with him at the time of his death. This man absolutely pioneered rock and roll and would be a huge influence to the talent that emerged throughout the 1970s and into the 1980s. He was a screaming, preening, scene-stealing, wild man that had killer hits like Tutti Frutti and Long Tall Sally. There's no doubt that he would have been a legend in any era that he was born in, but in the 1950s, they never knew what hit them. When Little Richard came to prominence, he was unapologetically flamboyant. He wore makeup, and to top it off was a piano-playing black man that had personified what many considered to be the devil's music. Well, I should say the establishment guardians considered it devil's music. You have to remember, Little Richard was playing music during a time of segregation where literally they would split people to different sides of the room based on the color of their skin alone. This man went on to break racial barriers and actually bring those sides together, and by the end of the night, everyone was loving the music so much they didn't care who they were dancing next to. All thanks to Little Richard. And that has been the top 10 celebrities who you didn't realize passed away in 2020. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to our editors for all of your hard work. If you enjoyed this video, please show us some love here by tapping that like and subscribe button. Plus, don't forget to leave us a comment down below with your thoughts on today's list. And for more videos like this one, all you gotta do is tap that playlist when it pops up. From Top 10 Beyond the Screen, my name is Johnny Rogers, saying until next time, stay classy.